So pickup measures, let's talk about this. So the pickup measure, or an anacrusis, is a measure of music with fewer beats than the time signature indicates. Pickup measures generally occur at the beginning of a piece, and they kind of serve as an introduction, right? It might be a singer that comes in a few beats before the whole band, or a guitar line that comes in a few beats before the whole band comes in, okay? The piece on the next page, which is called Countrified, is going to come in with a pickup measure that comes in on beat 2. Okay, so it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So that's how that would be counted in. That measure, it looks like it's 3-4. It's 4-4, but we don't have to write the rest on beat 1. It's just a pickup measure. Later in the piece, what you're going to see that's interesting is we'll have another measure that has that missing beat in it. Okay, so we're going to have a measure with just one quarter note rest in it, and that complements with the pickup measure to create our complete measure of music, right? So different composers, different music publishing houses notate that differently, but generally you will find another measure later in the piece that has that missing beat, and that complements and completes the pickup measure. Okay, the next thing I want to talk about are first and second endings. Okay, so at this point you're going to read the bottom of page 21, and then it also really makes sense to actually look at page 22 in conjunction with this. And of course you want to listen to the SoundCloud tracks to see how the form of the piece works. So first and second endings are used if we have a piece of music that has, let's say it's a 12 or 16 bar section that's almost identical, okay, 2 times, but just the last measure of each section is different. So instead of having to write that out as 32 bars, we can write out the 16 with a first and second ending. Okay, so what happens here is pretty much exactly that. We've got a 16 bar form, and then we have a first and second ending. So if you're taking a look at this, what would happen is you'd start at the beginning of the piece, you'd play all the way down until you get to the first ending. You would take the first ending repeat back to the top of the form. Then you would play all the way back down, and when you get to the first ending, you skip right over it. Pretend that it just evaporates after you've taken it once. It's replaced with the second ending.